Ladies and gentlemen, Gus Tate.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. That's nice. Thank you for coming. This really means a lot to me that all of you guys came to this, because this is my favorite thing to do, comedy, you know? I'm lucky that I get to do it at all. I mean, I'm a lucky guy. I got an amazing wife. We've been together for 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, clap it up for that. Yeah. We have a beautiful daughter who is 5 years old. So I live with two beautiful, strong women. So this is kind of the only time that I get to talk for more than 5 seconds without being interrupted. So thank you for making that possible. Our daughter is 5, which is crazy. It's crazy she's 5. Like, time really flies, you know? Or as parents like to say, they grow up so fast. Don't they grow up so fast? It's true, they do grow up fast, but they really take forever to put their shoes on, don't they? I mean, I don't know if you've seen a 5-year-old put on shoes recently. I couldn't do it slower if I had a gun to my head. I swear to God. She is so slow. There's kids in the world that can make shoes faster than my daughter can even put one on. It's seriously insane. I don't mean to be mean to the kids in the sweatshop that are making shoes. It's, I feel bad for those kids. I wish I could adopt one, you know? Mostly just to show my daughter how much faster she could be growing up if she just put her little mind to it. She could be so quick with a little competition in the house, you know? I think that would be nice, just to be like, look, honey, your brother's already sewn together 12 of these things, and you have Velcro. This is crazy. Sometimes I meet people that don't want to have kids, like they've just decided, and I think it's crazy. You know, like, we're not having children. We just don't want to bring a child into this world. It's like, all right, well, who's going to teach you how to use your iPhone 47 then? Like, what's your plan? You gotta have a plan for future technology. I think you should have a kid. I don't know all of you guys, but I think you should have a kid, no matter who you are. Because here's the thing. You should have a kid for the same reason that if you finish all the coffee in the office coffee pot, you should make more. Because when you die, your DNA's gone from the earth unless you make more of it. For us, you know, you should do that. Like, if you don't have a kid, here's your effect on the human population, right? You're born +1, then you live, and then you die, it's -1. It's back to 0. Don't have no effect on the human population. Either have a kid or murder some people. But do one or the other. It's not important. Just be somebody, you know? Anyway, I love being a dad. I love having dad skills. I've got dad reflexes now. Do you guys know what dad reflexes are? Yeah, dad reflexes. It's the supernatural ability of all fathers to protect their kids from foul balls and falling off of furniture and stuff. But actually, all men have it, if you think about it. Like, who does not have a child in here? You don't have a child? No. But, okay. But if you were at a hockey game and a puck just came whizzing at your nutsack, you'd block it like Bruce Lee, right? You would just... Because, see, he's already protecting his kids. They're just not outside of his body yet. That's all that dad reflexes are. They're just ball reflexes. That's how I think about it. I still think about it like that. Like, we were at my mom's house one time, and my daughter was playing in the backyard. And my mom goes, oh, doesn't it just feel like your heart is out there running around on the outside of your body? It's like, no, actually, it feels like my balls are running around on the outside of my body. That's what it feels like to have a kid. If you don't have a kid and you want to know what it's like, just imagine your balls. But they're beautiful. They're just the most gorgeous nutsack you've ever seen. And it's like this tall. And it just runs around all day bumping into shit and just falling off of playground equipment and getting hurt. And it hurts when they get hurt, doesn't it? Doesn't it hurt when your kids get just, ooh. It's not connected. It's like a Bluetooth ball sack situation, but it's what it feels like. Got those dad skills. Dad skills are changing. I follow this guy on TikTok that braids his daughter's hair, and he's on this mission to teach other girl dads how to braid girls' hair, which is a noble cause. But kind of a weird niche of men that it caters to. Because it's men that are confident enough in their masculinity that they want to braid girls' hair, but not enough that they listen to a woman teach it. Right? Fellas, I mean, who wants to listen to some broad yammer on about fucking pleats and plaits? You want a guy with a cock to do that, right? I mean, yeah, sure, I could listen to one of the hundreds of women on TikTok that already teach hair braiding, but I'm not fucking gay, right? I'm not, come on. You want a guy with a football jersey, right? To be like, you just take this strand, you fold it over, no homo, and then you take this one. That's what you want. Anyway, I was excited to be a dad, you know? I read the books that you're supposed to read. There's all these books, you know, like how to be a better... There's so many books about how to be a better parent, and there's not a single book about how to be a better kid. There's not... There should be at least one book just about how to be a better 5-year-old girl. Just chapter 1, sometimes. Just occasionally stop talking. That would help a lot. Our daughter's, she's very outspoken. She has a lot of adult opinions for someone that's 5. Like, we found out recently she's an anti-vaxxer. Yeah, it's a real bummer. Every time we take her to the pediatrician and the needle comes out, she starts crying. And I have to, like, apologize to the doctor. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know how Fox News got to her, but she did her own research, I guess, and she's just crying like, wee, Fauci lied, wee. Get over it, honey, come on. The man was doing his best, you know? I find that sometimes you gotta let your kids do stuff that they shouldn't do just because you can't explain why not. Because you don't know how. Like one time I took her to the Empire State Building. My wife was out of town. I thought it would be a fun, like, daddy-daughter excursion. And I told her if she could have whatever candy she wanted from the gift shop if she was good. And she picked, you know those lollipops that are like the stick and then the giant spiral? Like the rainbow, the size of her head, the emoji of a lollipop. She picked that one, and I was like, God damn it, not that one. But I had to let her have it, because I didn't know how to explain to her that those are not for kids. They're for pedophiles, right? We know that because we're all adults. They're not for kids to actually eat. They're for adults to entrap children with. I mean, you know, what? I don't want to be the guy walking around New York with a kid that's like, blah, 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 when's mommy coming home? Blah. I mean, it didn't help she was in a little sailor suit, but still, I just want to be like, can you just pick the candy that looks like I'm supposed to have you, please? Don't pick that one. Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's frustrating sometimes, but I feel like being a dad in, you know, this century, it messes up 2 things in your life. It messes up your sleep, and it really fucks up your YouTube algorithm. It's demolished for me. YouTube used to know who I am. But now we watch videos on the same account, so YouTube is very confused. Like, I was trying to potty train her, you know, a couple years ago, and trying to show her a Baby Shark video while she's sitting there to make her feel comfortable. And I'm holding the phone right in front of her little face, and YouTube is like, hey, do you want to finish watching Final Destination 1 through 5? All Kills compilation? No, I don't. And then later at 2 a.m., I'm trying to watch one of my videos, like body cam footage from an active war zone or something. And just something normal. And YouTube is like, hey, do you want to finish watching Elmo learn how to take a shit? No, I don't. Either get it right or just meld them together with AI. I don't care. I know they can do that now. I want to see videos that are like Joe Rogan interviews Peppa Pig, or like Frozen 1, Frozen 2, all kills compilation. Just something I can watch with her together, Because it's hard finding stuff to watch with your kids. Like sometimes you think it's gonna be okay, and then it's not. Like we were watching the Summer Olympics last year, and it was going great until we got to women's beach volleyball, which is a sport that I used to watch alone. And then now I'm watching it with my female child and my also female wife. And we were watching Italy versus Egypt. I don't know if you caught that clash of cultures, but the Italian women's beach volleyball team is just two of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life, wearing the least amount of clothes that it's possible to wear on network television. And the Egyptian team, I'm sure they were very beautiful as well, but you kind of had to use your imagination. They were all covered up. They were just because of their religion, right? And I feel like 5 years ago I would have looked at that, I would have been like, that's wrong. Those women are oppressed. But watching it with my daughter, I'm like, you know what? That is the only team that is appropriately dressed. That is what respect for the sport looks like. Yeah, not like those Italian whores over there. We don't do that. No, I didn't say that to her. But she gets excited about sports, She was like, Daddy, I want to do that. Daddy, when can I do that? When you have Egyptian citizenship, maybe that's when you can do that. Get you started on that if you want. Look, some people get more conservative as they get older. I think I've gotten more Islamic. Yeah. It's true. Not in every way. Just a few things make sense to me now. Like the burqa. I think the burqa makes a lot of sense. Right? Not just the thing, but the whole, I'm talking about the whole thing. That makes sense to me now. Just hear me out. Because if your daughter grows up to be hot, you don't want people perving on her, right? Or if you got a hot wife, that's my problem. You don't want people perving on her either. Everyone feels better if you just cover that up, right? Just cover it up. Okay, but the really genius part about the burqa is that if you got an ugly wife, also cover that up. It's amazing. It's one garment with two functions. It's like the reversible belt of the Arab world. It's amazing. Nobody's talking about it. And you don't have to tell her which reason it's for. You just be like, honey, you're so beautiful. We just gotta, zip. Okay, it's okay that I can do those jokes because I'm actually a quarter Afghan. I'm just kidding. I'm not at all. It's very inappropriate that I do that. I am not Muslim, but I am ethnically Jewish. I don't know if you can tell by my face and penis, but I'm a Jewish guy. I have a circumcised penis. And people don't like that anymore. Like, parents get upset about circumcision now. It's like an issue. They're like, it's wrong, it's mutilation. I just think it's funny. I think circumcision is funny, right? The idea that God wants you to do that. Just imagine God, and he's just created man and the animals, and he's halfway through like programming all the diseases and stuff. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Shut it down, everybody. Sorry. Stop everything. Stop what you're doing. Yeah, babies' dicks have too much skin on them. Oh shit. I know I should have said something earlier. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just like this much too much skin at the end of the... Yeah, the human baby dicks. That's what I'm talking about. It's just, can we just cut that part off? The angels are like, are you fucking shitting me right now, God? We already coded the DNA on the human baby dicks. We can't change it. I know, I'm sorry, I'm such an idiot. Here's an idea. Could we get them to cut it off? I feel like they would do it if they thought it was my will or whatever. If we just get them to snip it. Go tell everybody. Angel's like, all right, we'll go tell everybody. God's like, hold on a second. Not everybody, actually. Yeah, just the Jews. It's only little baby Jew penises that bother me. The Lord. All right, back to AIDS. We're doing AIDS, everybody? Here we go. Separate question. Have you guys ever been delayed by a protest that you support? Then it kind of changes your opinion on that matter for 1 second. Just for a second, you're stuck in traffic because people are waving flags in the street. And you're like, you know what? Maybe the Chinese Communist Party does know what's best for Taiwan. I mean, this is crazy. Some of us have to get to work. We can't all, woo, freedom, all the time. No, I love protests, every single one. But why do they always have to slow things down? That's every MO of every protest, is to shut stuff down. Hey, we're shutting down the Brooklyn Bridge for blah, 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 blah today. Why can't they ever speed it up? Why can't a protest ever I feel like that'd be a good way to get me to support your movement. Just get me where I'm going a little faster. I'd remember that, you know? Like, just once I want to be on the L train, and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, service has resumed. Thanks to Queers for Palestine. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you. What was it? Queers for Palestine. I'm going to look you guys up when I get home. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to make it now. That would be great. You just look out the window. It's a bunch of college kids with purple hair just like shoveling stuff out of the subway tunnel. You're welcome. I love the subway. Do you guys remember they did like a social experiment on the subway where they got the world's best violin player to play on the subway platform, right? And he was playing his $4 million violin, but he was dressed like a homeless person. So he was playing the most beautiful music that it's even possible to play, but because he was dressed like a homeless person, nobody cared. Nobody stopped, nobody noticed, nobody appreciated it. And I think about that a lot. Because recently I saw someone jerking off in the subway. And I got up to change cars, but then I was like, hold on a second. What if that guy's the best? I'm just saying, I don't know what that looks like. Maybe I should sit down and learn something from this gentleman, who, for all I know, plays first chair cock for the Boston Symphony. I mean, who's to say? I love the subway. I love the signage in the subway. I love the, the sign in the corner, like above those two seats that says, priority seating for people with disabilities. Isn't every seat on the subway a priority seat for people with disabilities? Like, just get up, no matter what seat you're in. You wouldn't be sitting in a normal seat and then like a pregnant lady comes up and you're like, nah, you gotta go over there, bitch, come on. Nah, this one's for normals, come on. That one's for fatties that can't read, come on, go over there. It's a little dicier in the subway than it used to be, and as a result, there's more cops. Have you noticed there's more cops in the subway? I know it's not cool to say this, but I like it. I like seeing cops there. And I've got cool friends that hate cops that are like, the cops aren't going to do anything. The cops aren't going to protect you. They're not going to help if shit goes down. And it's like, yeah, but neither am I. Like, the cops might not help, but I'm definitely not helping. So at least let's have like a guy with a gun to not do anything and we all get mad at him together for unity. Because otherwise, who are we going to yell at? The tallest person on the subway? That's not nice. That's not nice to whoever that could be. Like, if a woman gets molested on the subway, I want her to be like, the cops didn't do anything. Not that tall pussy over there didn't do anything. He was on his phone the whole time. I did actually help somebody in the subway recently. There was a guy who was not from here. He could not speak English, but he had a pad of paper right there, and he was needed to get there. And he was trying to talk to me in his language, and I was talking back to him in English. It was like a Chewbacca situation. But it worked. It was fine. I'm not going to tell you where he was from. Just imagine whatever ethnicity you guys are comfortable with for the joke. That's what he was. So anyway, he was like, Mahachnebach. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that one. It was not that one. It wasn't that one. He was pointing, and I looked it up on my phone, and I told him where to go, and then he got off, and he was saying thank you, and I felt so good that I helped this guy. I helped a stranger on the subway. And then 5 seconds later, I was like, you know what? I don't actually know what that guy was going to do. At that address. Like, what did I assist with? He was telling me the whole time. He was pointing at his thing. He could have been like, yeah, you see this? This is my ex-wife's apartment. Yeah, I gotta murder this bitch tonight. And she's a human rights activist, and I'm gonna blow her out. No. I'm just like, oh yeah, just get off at Bedford. It's right there. Such a nice man. Hold on a second. Nice. You always want to do that when there's laughter. I'm like, no, I'm going to do it when there's silence. Do you guys think New Yorkers are nice? Do you guys think New Yorkers are... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people have gotten the wrong impression about this. I feel like people think they're going to be mean because they see in movies New Yorkers are like, yeah, forget about it. Go fuck yourself or whatever. But then they come to New York and then somebody helps them, you know, like they slip on the ice and somebody picks them up in Times Square and they're like, oh, wow, New Yorkers are nice. Nope. I don't think so. I think it's just the law of large numbers, right? Like one person helped you up and then 200 other people were like, that guy fucking fell. Did you guys see that? That fat ass fell on his fat ass over there. I'm not helping him. Do you guys think New York is the best city in the world? Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's the best. I think it's the most city in the world. I think it's the citiest city, but it's not the best. I feel like you can tell it's not the best because everything that New Yorkers are proud of about New York is just evidence that it's bad. If you just ask like a follow-up question, their whole argument goes to shit. It's great. Next time someone's like, yeah, New Yorkers, we're tough. Why? 'Cause it sucks here. 'Cause you gotta be tough to live in this shithole. Yeah. You shouldn't be proud of that, man. Come on. Hey, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Why? 'Cause everywhere else is better, I guess. I don't know. Yep. You should move. It's a city that never sleeps. Why? 'Cause it's fucking loud here all the time. That's why we love it so much. No, that's stupid. We got a New Yorker president again. Woo. No, I'm just kidding. Don't react. No, I don't want your opinion about that. Yeah, that's what I thought. But look, whatever happens next election, I can tell you one thing. I'm not watching a debate ever again. I can't watch another debate because nobody ever answers a question. Nobody ever answers a goddamn question. It's like the only job interview where you can get away with that. You can't roll up to an interview like, hey, so tell us about your project management experience. Well, yeah, illegal immigration is a big problem, and they're eating the cats and the dogs, you know? You wouldn't get that job. It's so dumb. I know people that are still mad that the polls were wrong in the election because they said he was going to lose and then he didn't lose. And they're like, the polls are wrong. Yeah, the polls are always wrong. Because the polls are exclusively answered by the kind of people that respond to polls, who I think are clinically insane. Can you imagine the kind of person that sees someone with a clipboard and they're like, oh, yes, hello. Yes. Do I have a second to talk about the future of our country? How many seconds you got? Who's doing that? The polls are wrong. Oh no, did the 12 lunatics that you cornered in a Target parking lot not fully represent the views of the American electorate? Jeez. That's not how they do it. Do you guys know how they poll people? They call you. They call you on the phone. Do you guys remember the phone? I don't want to be mean about it, but I think in the year 2025, if you're still answering phone calls from unknown numbers, I don't think you should vote. No, I think you're done. I think you're done voting. I think that should be how they decide who does not vote, is they just call every number in the book, and if someone's like, hello, not you, you're done. I think the phones are the problem, actually. I think that's why we're so divided as a country, right? Because the phone, no one's watching the same stuff anymore. Like we don't watch the same media. We just watch what the algorithm has decided that we specifically want to see. Like we used to all watch Seinfeld. What am I supposed to talk about at the water cooler now? I'm supposed to just roll up and be like, hey, did you guys see all that weird anime porn last night? I didn't expect all those tentacles either. That was crazy. I'm just kidding. I don't watch that. I looked that up for the joke. Do you guys like porn? Porn crowd? Sunday at 5 p.m. Are you a porn crowd? Woo! No, look, okay. I've watched some pornography in my time. And there's one kind of porn that I think should not exist as a category. It's going to sound weird. Interracial porn. Yep. Quote me on that. Interracial porn shouldn't exist. Now, hold on. I'm not saying that interracial couples shouldn't be having sex. That's fine. That's normal. But that's why it shouldn't be porn. Because porn is for stuff that's not normal. I'm sorry if you guys have never masturbated before, but for the rest of us, congratulations on getting into heaven. But I'm going to explain how porn works. This is how porn works. Nobody's looking for just two people that love each other. No one's doing that. I promise you, it's not that. It's all weird stuff that's a little, It's all like, oh, but you're my stepmom. Or like, oh no, my stepmom's stuck in the dryer. Or, isn't there any way I can get any more extra credit, stepmom? You know, it's all a little wrong. But that means if you're jerking off to interracial porn, that means part of your brain is like, they shouldn't be doing that. See where I'm going with this? If you jerk off to interracial porn, that means you're like, those colors don't match. Get your hands off of that white lady. What? It's not To Kill a Mockingbird anymore. Grow up. I realized this because I clicked on interracial for the first time in a while. I was like, let's see what they're doing. And I got soft in like a minute. And at first I was like, man, I'm getting old. And then I was like, no, I'm just a good person. Because I'm not turned on by two people of different colors on top of each other. Interracial porn should not exist. Unless the white lady is the black guy's stepmom, in which case that's fine. That's okay. All right. Back to the election. No, we're done. A lot of people said we should have had a woman president, which is true. I believe that, but people say it in a weird way. They're like, it's 2025. We should have a female president because it's 2025. What? That's not, I mean, yes, we should, but it's not the year that's important. It doesn't matter the number. If it was 200 years ago, people would be like, hey, should we let women vote? Nah. It's only 1825. We got plenty of time. What? We still own people. We can't let women vote. It's crazy. It's not time yet. I think I'm a pretty progressive, liberal guy, but I do have one sexist thought. Just one. And I'll share it with you. For some reason, I don't like it when women are taller than me. I don't know why. But I'm 6'3", so it doesn't happen like that often. But when I see a lady that's like here, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing up here? It's so weird. It's just a thought that I have. It's not a thought. It's a feeling. It's a stupid feeling. Because I know in my head that women are equals and they deserve to make as much money make more money than men for all I care. Like, be the fucking president if you want to, but just do it down here. That's all I'm asking. Just be a boss bitch, CEO, Supreme Court justice in flats. Like, take your heels off. Please. It's also why I don't like women's rock climbing as a sport. I'm like, get down from there. You're too fucking high. Anyway. I also think, I think we're misusing the word gaslighting. I think we're throwing around that word pretty fast and loose. I mean, gaslighting is real, right? It's when one person, usually a man, lies so successfully and consistently to someone else, usually a woman, that they think that they've gone insane. But I hear people just throwing it around like at the bar, like, my boyfriend was gaslighting me last night. Yeah, he was like totally gaslighting me last night. Okay, well then he didn't do it right. You know what I mean? He messed up. He's the worst gaslighter I've ever heard of. Because you figured it out already. Okay, you guys might not like the next thing that I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it anyway. You know how two wrongs don't make a right? Have you heard that? Two wrongs don't make a right. Like, but I think that's not complete. I think two bad things combined can be a little better. Okay, so like one bad thing is it's bad to be racist, right? I need one person to say yes, otherwise it's... Okay, if you guys were all racist, this would not work. So we all agree it's bad to be racist. And it's bad to be a pedophile. It's bad to be racist, bad to be a pedophile. But a racist pedophile. It's a little better. It's a little better to be a racist pedophile than just a pedophile. Because at least some kids are safe, right? Look, I told you weren't going to like it, but the logic is perfect. It's a smaller subset of victims. He's not going after all the kids. Some of them are safe. Just imagine a guy in a van outside of school. He's just waiting. And then like the 12th Mexican kid comes out. He's like, never mind. And he drives away. Isn't that better? That's better for most kids. All right. I do have a day job. I work for Amazon, and what I do for Amazon is I break down the boxes that they send to my wife, and and I take them outside. It's a pretty important part of the supply chain. And they don't pay me to do it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so like Jeff Bezos to not pay his workers properly? I feel bad for people that don't get paid, you know? Like my wife's company, in the IT department, they have this one unpaid intern, and his whole job is to just help her get on the internet and the Wi-Fi and help her print and sign PDFs when she's working from home. It's me, I'm that guy. Yep, that's me as well. Thank you. Still waiting for that back pay. Anyway, Amazon sucks. I feel like Amazon has ruined our video doorbell. Like I don't know if that sounds braggy that we have like a video doorbell, that I'm doing well enough that we can, my wife is doing well enough that we can afford a video doorbell. But it's ruined now because of Amazon. Because the whole point of a video doorbell is you're supposed to look at it and be like, hey, we ain't expecting nobody. And then you don't let them in. It's for security. But thanks to Amazon, there's nobody that I wouldn't let in at any time. I just look at the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, I think she ordered a bloody chainsaw. Yeah, come on up, buddy. Get on up here. It's weird that it's not in the packaging, but I guess it's sustainable or something. I don't know. It would be so easy to murder me. Just like, who is it? Amazon. Okay, just bam. And we're dead. Anyway, my wife is the breadwinner of our family. And sometimes, I do stuff too, just to be clear. Like I cook and I go to the grocery store and stuff. Like she puts food on the table. But I put the food on the table. It's pretty important. Thank you. She pays the rent, but actually I pay the rent if you think about it, because I write the check and I put it in the mailbox. It's very important as well. But sometimes people ask if it's like hard for me like to accept as a man. They're like, is that hard for you that your wife is the breadwinner? Nope. Nope, it's pretty chill, actually. I'll tell you what is hard is telling her that she loaded the dishwasher incorrectly. That that takes some finesse. Just to be like, hey, bitch, does this look like a bottom rack item to you? No. No, I don't do that. You gotta have a light touch. I feel like I'm a pretty good husband, but here's how I do it. I just validate her emotions all the time, okay? Whatever she's feeling emotionally, I just agree with that. It's a little tough because she's a hypochondriac. So she'll be like, I woke up sweating last night. I think it's cancer. And I'm like, honey, I know it's cancer. I feel it too, honey, yep. You know your body best, and if you think you're dying, you know? And why you don't even have a medical degree, and you diagnose that so fast. Oh, they say women aren't good at STEM, but I am so proud of my dying life. That is amazing. I love being married. I don't miss being single, except I do. There is one thing about single people that makes me jealous, which is all the apps that they get to play with, right? Like Tinder, Hinge, Bumble. I don't want to cheat on my wife, but I would like to judge people with my thumbs. That looks fun. They should make like a guilt-free Tinder for married people that's just preloaded with different pictures of your spouse. Like on different days with different clothes and hairstyles. Just so you can be like, oh yeah, looking good, honey. Oh yeah, that matches your eyes. Ugh, not that one, Oh, this one's 2 feet away. On the couch. That'd be good. We've been together for 10 years now, which is crazy. Yeah, you can clap for that. Yeah, 10 years. When we got married, I was like, that seemed inconceivable to me. I was like, surely after 10 years, wouldn't you want to sleep with a different person? How could you sleep with the same woman for 10 years? Like, wouldn't you eventually want to sleep with a different woman? Well, I don't feel like that, because we have sex so infrequently now that whenever we do, it's actually kind of like it's with a different woman. It is, it's great. She's changed, you know? We're having sex, I'm like, ooh, who are you? Hello, stranger. It's hot. She's a different person. She's got different hair, like her hair's a little different color. A little more gray hairs in there. It's always with a different older lady, but that's the catch. It's still very hot. I like it. It's a hot older lady every time. I have a sexual fantasy that I've not told her about yet. I thought I would just run it by you guys first. Do you guys know what a chastity belt is? Right, it's like sexy underwear that's locked. So you have to open it with a key. Okay, so I think it would be really hot to like be taking her clothes off, and then I get to the chastity belt, and I don't have the key. And I'm like, what do I do? And she's like, you got to press this button right here. And there's a little plastic button, and I press it, and then you just hear, bing! Customer service needed in the pussy aisle. Customer service needed in the pussy aisle. And then like 6 minutes later, a bored teenager comes out with a bunch of keys. It's that one right there. It's that one. My wife's asleep at that point. I'm like, well, we just did the whole... She's like, you got to go to self-checkout. It's right over there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, sure. No, that's not how we spice it up. We do the normal thing that married couples do. We go on a date night. We do date nights where we relive the magic of dating. But I feel like the whole point of trying to impress the other person on a date is ruined if you have to get ready in the same bathroom. That's where the sausage gets made. I'm not trying to let anyone see into that open kitchen. It's not, like there's no fooling each other anymore, you know? Like she's covering stuff on her face that I know is there. For 10 years I've seen that thing, and you're kind of, oh, where did it go? Oh. What? She's like trying to put perfume on in a bathroom I just took a huge dump in. There's no smell-based deception anymore. What are we doing? Why am I stuffing this zucchini in my pants if she was at Whole Foods with me when we got it? It's stupid. And we get a babysitter just so we can go to a restaurant and just sit across from each other and just, so, do you have any siblings or whatever? You know? Stupid. Why are we doing that? I don't miss that part of a date. I miss the end part, the horizontal part of a date. That's what I'm trying to relive. I want to start a babysitting service where the babysitter comes to your house and takes your 5-year-old out to dinner. Yeah. So you can stay home and fuck your own wife. Yeah. Just like, here's $50, have her home at 9. This is not going to take that long. So see you later. You know what? Take our cat, too. I don't like the way that he looks at us. So there you go. Thanks. Thanks. Nice. If you're ever out to dinner in New York and you see a college student with a 5-year-old girl and a white cat, I'm getting it in. I'm getting it in at that moment. Thank you. No, here's the real problem is that my wife and I, we don't like to have sex at the same time of day, right? She likes to have sex in the morning. That's not a good time. Because we're not on the same page mentally in the morning. We've had completely different experiences during the night. We've had different dreams. So like recently she rolled over at 4:30 trying to start some grab ass. And I was like, I just buried my best friend. Could you give me a second? Yeah, my best friend Anthony Hopkins, the Academy Award-winning actor. We were very close. It's inappropriate, honey. I never understand when my wife does want to have sex with me. I'm always like, really? Great. Because it doesn't make sense to me why any woman would ever want, or really any man, to just be on top of them, just like, ah. Why would anyone want that? But they like it. They like it. You just got to trust that they like it. I always think about, like, growing up. I grew up in Kentucky, and we visited a horse farm one time, and they were shoeing the horse. You ever see someone shoe a horse? They put metal horseshoes into a horse's hoof with nails. They just drive nails into a horse's hoof. And as a kid, you're like, doesn't that hurt the horse? And the guy's like, nah, they like it. They're used to it. It feels good to them, actually. And the horse is like, yeah, I like it, actually. It feels kind of good. That's what I have to tell myself when I'm fucking my wife. I gotta be like, no, she's a tough animal. She can probably barely even feels it, so we're good. All right. Sorry. No, that's stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, all right. Sure. My buddy was trying to give me sex tips, and he told me if you do cocaine before you have sex, you can last a really long time. Did you guys know that? You can go forever without coming on cocaine. I was like, holy shit. I think my wife has been doing cocaine. Yeah. I think this lady has a serious drug problem because that is the only explanation. I'm going to have a talk with her when she gets home. She's got some endurance, that lady, you know? Good for her. Look, sexual endurance for men is, it's good now, but it wasn't good millions of years ago in the jungle when humans were still evolving, right? You can't be taking a long time to please your cave woman when there's predators around. You gotta be quick, right? I think that's why premature ejaculation is a thing now. Because all the cool guys that could last a really long time got eaten by saber-toothed tigers. Yeah. It's just guys like me that survived, you know? Just like skinny cavemen, like, oh shit, honey, we gotta go. Come on, let's go. No, it's fine. I came immediately. It's okay. Come on, let's go. Yeah, it's in there already. We got it. Okay. Your bloodline is safe. But that begs the question, like, I mean, shouldn't it always be quick, you know, for survival's sake? I mean, it should just be, like, if I were designing a penis, it would be just like a turkey baster. It would just, you just squeeze a butt cheek, and it would just right out. Because if you think about it, like, cum is the most important liquid on Earth for human procreation. And it's dispensed in the stupidest way possible. No other liquid dispenser works like that. Like, hey, could I get some more hand sanitizer? Oh, yeah, here you go. It's just, yeah. Is it broken? No, this is a normal way to do it. You just... What? That's stupid. It's like it's broken. You ever live in a place where the door is like a little broken? Like you have to wiggle the key in the lock to even get it to turn? That's every penis on Earth. What? It's like, do you think when Adam was having sex with Eve for the first time, he was like, it's not, and God's like, you gotta jiggle it. I fucking told you that. It was in the manual. I don't understand the penis. I don't understand the clitoris either. That's right, we're getting all the genitalia tonight. We're getting, but no. Look, some people say that the clitoris is the female penis. You ever hear that? Like, that's what it is, you know, biologically in the womb, it's the same tissue or whatever, and then it splits. So really, we should just think of the clitoris as the same thing as a penis. And some men don't like that. I think it's pretty cool. As I said before, my wife makes a lot more money than I do. Guess who's got a bigger cock? It's me. It's so much bigger. If you saw them next to each other, you'd be like, oh, you're the man of the house. It's crazy. Like, every time I see my wife's penis, I'm like, sorry about your tiny pecker, honey. That's bad luck, I guess. Every time she gets a promotion at work, I'm like, overcompensating much for that little wang? I found out something interesting about Jared, the Subway guy. Do you guys remember? Yeah. Jared Fogle, the Subway guy. If you don't know, he was the spokesperson for Subway sandwiches. He got skinny by eating bread. It doesn't make sense. But now he's in jail for child pornography, which does make sense. But he, if you didn't know, he tried to blame Subway for that. He tried to put it in his legal defense that Subway forced him to do so much exercise, to hit the gym for so many hours, that it fucked up his hormones and his brain chemistry, and that's why he loves kids. And I think about that every time I think I might want to exercise. It's just too dangerous, you know? Can't get caught up in that, you know? I'll try, I'll be like 3, 4, that's probably good. I don't want to fuck any kids or anything, so I'll just That was close. Almost felt it coming on there. I'm getting old, though. I should take better care of myself. But I'm actually not worried about getting older. I realized recently that nursing homes for our generation, we're all the same age, right? We're all 39 years old in the prime of our lives. Yeah. Nursing homes for us are going to be fine because they're going to have video games. You ever think about that? Yeah. It's going to be great. I used to visit my grandfather in the nursing home, and everybody was like sad in there. And I realized it's because all the stuff that they used to do for fun, they can't do anymore because it was all physical activities. Like that generation played outside. Like they're sad because they can't do all the old people stuff, the fun, the fun old people, like they can't play the game with the hoop and the stick anymore. They can't ride a bicycle with a huge front wheel and a tiny little back wheel. But we're gonna have like Xbox and stuff. It's gonna be fine. Like, you ever kick someone's ass in Super Smash Brothers so hard that they literally have a heart attack and die right next to you? It's gonna happen every day in millennial nursing homes. It's gonna be pretty fun. Just like, yeah, take that, Dave. Oh shit, I killed Dave. Fuck. Fatality. I think that's gonna be fun. For the men. I don't know what women will do. You guys will be sad still, probably. But you got time. You got time to get a hobby. All right, I'm gonna go soon. But before thanks, yeah. Yeah, let's get that on the special. They had a good time. That'd be great if you guys were like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's good. Seems about right. But I did want to tell you that I got a bidet attachment for my toilet last year. Yes, I have a bidet. Do you guys have a bidet? Anybody got a bidet? Yeah, I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing with your filthy assholes, but you should really. I understand at a certain level because I was bidet curious for a long time. I didn't. Here was what I couldn't understand. I was like, how do you know when you're done using a bidet? It's not obvious. Because with toilet paper, you've got like a visual indication of how things are progressing, right? But if it's just water hitting you blindly from the back, how do you know when you're done? Well, I'll tell you. You know you're done using a bidet because it just feels so good that by the time you're ready to stop, it's probably clean. Like, don't worry about it at that point, you know what I mean? Like, how do you know? Because I've been doing it for 20 goddamn minutes. That's how I know that it's clean. It's not important anymore. You just do it too much. Like, you ever see, like, an action movie where the guy, like, catches up with his father's killer and he shoots him too many times? Like, way too many times. Like, it's like... click, 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 click. That's me with my asshole every time I use a bidet. Die, asshole! You fucking piece of shit! No, that's not how you know that you're done using a bidet. Do you know how you're done using a bidet? The real reason, the real way that you know is that your daughter finally has her shoes on. That's how you know. Yeah. That's how you know you're done shooting your special, too. So thank you for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. See you later. Get home safe.